Time you watch this video, Bitcoin might be around $17,100, which would be the bottom point of this micro channel that for new viewers, I'm getting ready to zoom out, and I want to show you how to make this because I really do feel that it can greatly increase your chances of understanding price action of what's happening in late September after the Wednesday FOMC meeting that happened on the 21st of September. All right, so I'm getting ready to zoom out. I really want you new viewers to do this, and once you draw it, you're going to see price bounce off this crap perfectly, and your mind will be blown. What are these magic lines here, and why do they work? I don't know why they work necessarily, but I do know they do work. So I'm going to make myself small. I'm going to zoom out, and again, here we go. I will show you don't worry about that blue line going through. That's called an origin line. So that's super duper macro stuff. But the point I'm on the 1 hour chart on Bitcoin. The channel begins around late July of this year. Okay. So July 28th on the nose, that's where this begins. Let me zoom in here. So it begins about right there on July 28th. All right. Yes, July 28th. For Westerners, and you need to draw this channel because this is what is going to get price right, and my whole analysis is going to be based off of it, and it's going to be so nice. Here, let me do this and get myself off of here right there. So pause the video, make this on your chart, and then we'll continue. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you is not to necessarily showboat, but I bet that there might not be anybody English speaking on the internet who gave you a heads up 1 or 2 days prior. For me, it was 2 days prior of the FOMC meeting, who told you how price was going to move and from what point it got volatile to what points it went, and told you all the reasons why. I don't think there's anybody else out there. So if you want to know how I did it, and again, I'm not saying that like, oh, because I'm the greatest. When I showboat, I'll edit the videos and make music and stuff, right? And with letters and all that stuff. But I'm saying this because I want you to watch that video so you can see how I anticipated it. And I don't think there's any other YouTuber out there who anticipated that specific, that under those parameters, FOMC, volatility, where will Bitcoin go, and from where will the volatility begin and why. I don't think you can find a single influencer out there. So click this link right here if you're a new viewer. Go watch how I predicted this 2 days before it happened, and then come back to this video, and then I'm going to show you how price will move if my main idea is right, that Bitcoin is entering in the next leg of capitulation nowish over the next 3 days, if not today. And then I'm going to show you how price will move if that main guess is wrong. I'm going to give you exact pivot points so you can you start understanding, okay, the chances of his main guess being right are now at 50%. Now they're way under 50%. And I'm going to show you the pivot levels, and I'll show you how price will move if my main guess is wrong. All right, you ready? Let's go get this damn Bitcoin. All right, here we go. So I'm going to, I need to go to the 15-minute chart. I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart, and I will put on all the perfectly labeled items from my my live stream. So my YouTube Cryptillion tier member and all Discord members can see price bounce exactly on my levels that are clearly labeled what they are and what price target they are. Okay. All right. So for the purposes of this, to show you, let's start off with if I'm wrong. My main guess is I think crypto price is getting ready to go down. All right. And I'm going to show you why before I cover that. But first, I want to show you if I'm wrong. And so use the tags below. If you don't care about me being wrong and you just want to skip ahead and say, okay, why does he think it's going to capitulate sooner than later, and where will it go? So then just use the tags, go skip ahead. But I'm going to start off with showing you if I'm wrong, okay? Without even telling you the reasons why my main guess is down, 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 down. All right. If I'm wrong, then we have two monthly recent wick lows. Okay, on monthly candles that went here and here. See this blue box? If price can get back above, and you could see that this blue box, okay, the price labeled here, okay, it aligns with the top of the point of control of the channel that I asked you to draw. See that? It overlays. So that means that if price can get above this point right here, about 18.7 or so, okay, and use it as support, then the probabilities of my main guess being right are probably 50-50. What does that mean? It means that Bitcoin will hold on and likely not continue capitulating, at least for another day or two. But, it's possible it gets above there overnight, all right? And then when markets open, then it capitulates. Because I'm going to show you that in about like a couple minutes here after I show you if I'm wrong. I'm going to show you why I think stocks are going to sell off on Thursday and or Friday. It's looking bad. I'm getting ready to show you that. Like, woo, it's looking real bad. But this is a key line. The probabilities are about 50-50 if 18.7, okay, can be price and get above it and used as support, okay? And you could also feel over the next 12 hours, if price gets above here, that, okay, price isn't going to capitulate and go to like, a 20% down move on altcoins. It won't happen, until tomorrow, right? At least until stocks open, stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. New York time on Thursday, September 22nd. And okay, I don't have to stare at the charts tonight and use this as support with 5-minute candles. Whew, I can sleep, and everything's fine. But it's 50-50. All right. What it'll look like when the probabilities of that, so I can wait till tomorrow for, at least it'll be at least tomorrow for a capitulation. When it gets much higher than 50-50 is if, let me take off all these other things here, just the channel net. Now we just need the channel and the daily 10. So this is the 1 hour 200 EMA. It's on a 24/7 asset like Bitcoin. The 1 hour 200 is the same thing as the daily 10, and it's just smoother because it essentially has more pixels. Can you see? Like if I zoom way in, it gets pixelated, right? So it's got way more pixels and it just looks smoother when you're zoomed out. So I have the 1 hour 200 EMA on there. Now, if price gets, so the 50-50 mark is around 18.7 here, okay? The point where price, is way greater than 50-50 chance that it's not going to capitulate anytime soon. And honestly, it could start flipping the probabilities that it'll wait till next week, is if Bitcoin can get both above 19.1, all right, and re-tag the daily 10, and then come down and use this as support and not blast through it, 19.1, okay? Let me show you what that would look like. So if price can get, and this is when the probabilities totally flip. If you could see it go like that, tag the daily 10, and then come down here, and then use it as support. And I'm going to draw out the daily 10. Let me make this a different color. Let's make this bright green. It's not very bright. There you go. And then make this orange. So this is descending, right? It would tag that. Son of a gun. It would tag the daily 10 and probably stay under it. Very, very, very likely. So this is very likely how price will look, and almost exactly how it'll move. It'll be very, very close. If I'm way wrong. And so if this were to happen, not only do the probabilities completely flip to the other side, that capitulation won't happen, until tomorrow. So it gives it a strong favor. But this starts getting into the midterm timeframes that Bitcoin won't leg down until next week. And that's what it'll look like over the next 24 hours. All right? Okay, now, why is my main guess that Bitcoin is going to leg down now and aggressively? Let's define the word now from Wednesday to Saturday. That's now, okay? All things relative, not now in this hour as you're watching, which honestly, it could happen. But from now till the weekend, Saturday-ish, why I think so. I'm going to go to the stock market to show you this. Take a look at how the index of the S&P 500 closed. Look, not just new local lows. So price at the end of the day. So this is all the, here, let's zoom in. So this is all the FOMC, just the big whales playing with price on everything, right? Because they already had their longs down here. So they sold assets on spot price to drive price into their longs, right? And then they bought on spot to then take profit, and then they already had their shorts on there. They drove it into their shorts and are now, like, they literally did a double play. They made money twice in a few hours. It was all planned. It's literally what happened, okay? But outside of that, look, look, this is way aggressive new lows. Like, this isn't just new lows squeaking out. This means that Thursday when stock market opens, it might have a quick fake out up, but it's probably going to go much lower than this. And if it hangs on all Thursday, I still think that Friday would be bloody. Even if Thursday looks like it's recovering and comes up here somewhere, I still think Friday will sell off like crazy. But I'm thinking like Thursday and Friday are going to sell off. But also, I think it's my second best guess would be Thursday recovery and then Friday aggressive sell-off. Okay, so let's look at some blue chip stocks. Amazon and Apple. Okay, did they also close on really nasty lows? Which essentially help lead the market. Yes. Look at this shit. Let me go to a bigger chart. Look, this is aggressive. Oh no, this is NASDAQ composite. I apologize. All right, so let's take off the daily 10. Which, did it tag it perfectly? It tagged it perfectly. See that? It went straight up to it, just like Bitcoin. It's the same algos. It's the algos that move this, and the major stocks are the same algos doing 90% of all transactions on Bitcoin. Seriously, on exchanges. So now that this is broken, NASDAQ composite is now destined to hit line A. Like, it is signed, sealed, and it's being delivered. It's literally being delivered now. This line will be hit in October. And it's so probable that it's like not really worth anybody like my time to talk about exceptions to it. It's just that probable at this point. Okay, so but new lows, the whole index. Okay, all right, look at some blue chip stocks that are in NASDAQ. Apple, okay, zoom in here. It is not on new lows, right? But, well, I mean, technically new compared to these, but it didn't take out the low from the beginning of the rally, but it went back under this origin line. So it already went under it once. So on Thursday, it comes up, it does a failure pattern. Once it goes back below again, it's doomed. It's going to the next one, down, which I do have drawn here. It'll be destined to go down. I mean, 35%. Like, it's going to drop. It's going to drop hard. Not all in one day, but over the month of September, October, just because it went below that line. So it didn't make as an aggressive lows, but Amazon did. Yeah, Apple's stock has been strong. Almost like Atom or Quant in crypto. It's been strong. Anyway, Amazon, new lows. And these are not just aggressive, or these aren't just new lows. These are aggressive new lows. It wouldn't close like this if people weren't planning on selling the shit out of stuff on either Thursday and or Friday. It wouldn't have closed like that. This is not a bear trap. This is not an end-of-day attack. This is, I would say there's a less than 10% or just less than 10% chance this is a bear trap. It's too aggressive to be a bear trap. But there is a chance. And I'm guessing, it's significant. 9-10% is significant. I mean, if you had an operation, you had a 10% chance of dying, you would think that's shit. That's significant. Like, it would make you, right? Like, ugh. So it's significant. But 90%, like, it's very, very likely stocks are going to sell off. And you know that, or you should know, that Bitcoin trades very, very closely with NASDAQ composites, aka Amazon and Apple, right? Particularly Amazon. One time Amazon, and S&P 500, but one time Amazon released profits or something, and it went up 18% in 1 second because of the end of the day happened at like 5:30 Eastern, and then post-market opened 1 second later, and in 1 second it was up 18.5%. And just because of that, Bitcoin went up in 1 minute candle 6%. Like because it's the same algos trading Bitcoin and moving Bitcoin. Like, literally, they dictate. That's it. They dictate Bitcoin price. Like, that's what moves it. And that happened in, I think, April or something. Maybe May. Somewhere around there. It wasn't that long ago. So Bitcoin moves exactly with this stuff, and it's going to sell off. So these are my reasons why. Now, what is going to happen in the short term if this guess is correct? All right. Well, overnight, going back to the Bitcoin chart, through the next 5 days, I think that this bottom channel line can be taken out. All right. But if right now is when Bitcoin's going to capitulate, I don't think Bitcoin through the next, 12 hours, all right, until, the market, the traditional market opens Thursday, September 22nd, in the US, because those are the algos that dictate Bitcoin price, right? Is our whale algos over here. Probably not all US algos, but whatever. The ones that trade the US market, which doesn't mean they're necessarily American bots. But anyway, I don't think Bitcoin overnight in the next 12 hours before Thursday opens can go too much below here, because before it goes below this, I think it wants to wait for the stock market to open and also go down for it to be taken out. But you can see this number would be a new yearly low. So the low for 2022 right now is 17.5. So if you look left that way, it's 17.5, right? In June or something like that. Tonight, like the day you're watching this video, it could easily hit that. It could actually, I think it could go a little bit, it could actually wick a little bit lower. So it could hit 16.9, 17K. Just below 17. So on the nose would be 17.1. It might hit it exactly. But a lot of times when you fall from really high up, you'll go a little past it and then zoom up. All right. So if it happens tonight, which isn't my main guess, I think, this will happen by Friday. I would say I feel it's probable at this point. But I don't know if it's probable to happen overnight. But if you, wake up and you're, if you have Tradingview alarms or you just see price tanking, like, if it's today on Wednesday, or before markets open on Thursday morning, which would be the afternoon for Europe on Thursday, the 22nd. I don't think it's going to go much lower than 17K, because it's going to wait till 9:30 a.m. on Thursday to go any lower. Does that make sense? And if it does hit that when traditional markets are closed, all right, it's going to move how I'm getting ready to show you. If that is hit, if this bottom channel is hit, it's going to be very volatile. Like it could go boom, boom, and then wait for traditional markets to open like this. And this is over $1,000 down and up. All right. So look, and it could happen all in a 4-hour candle. I'm telling you. See, that's $1,000, 18K to 17K. It would happen fast. And then it would settle down, probably right before market open. Does that make sense? Like literally, this is how it would move. Instead of this doubled fake, it might go up right away and do it like this. Something to this effect. Instead of doing a double take down here. Something like that. It could be real fast. Like over the course, so from like the time I'm recording this to it going all the way down and coming all the way back up, that's 7 hours. Right? But from the time it really starts heating up to the downside, $1,000 down, $1,000 back up, it could easily happen, in a 4-hour, that says 5 hours, but it could happen in one single 4-hour candle. And so even more solid ass free information I'm going to throw at you here is which 4-hour candles, are typically really violent just because of the time. Is the first 4-hour candle of the day, the daily open. When does that happen? Like 2 hours after I'm recording this, right? Not counting the time it takes for me to upload it. So that's 8 p.m. New York. It could happen soon. Like that's why I'm thinking it could happen. Like honestly, I think it's going to happen tonight. This is looking bad. But I think it's probable to happen by Friday. That 17K will be hit and new yearly lows will have been made. And so this is roughly how it'll move. If my main guess is both right and it happens tonight, then that's how it'll move. If it happens throughout Friday, well, then it's just going to ping pong around these and work its way down, and it'll just use my lines, essentially. It'll ping pong around. So I don't want to like draw out all the cases of it getting down there by Friday. But if this is hit, okay. But here's the I'm going to say the word right this time. I missed. I was thinking of 3 different word choices about a week back, and I said kavit, and I forgot the I forgot the syllable ah. So caveat, but one caveat, I was going to say nuance or one other word choice. So 3 words were stuck in my head, and I essentially read caveat, and maybe I actually mispronounced reading it in my head. That might be what I did. Maybe I didn't just miss a syllable. Yeah, because the way my brain works, I see images. My idea, I don't have like a mono. I'm getting on a tangent here, but I don't have a what most people have like their own voice or something. My brain speaks in images. And sometimes the ideas that I get are like a mural, and I don't even understand it, and I have to work through it. Like, it's really weird. Anyway, so yeah, maybe I did misread it. Maybe I did just mispronounce it like a dumbass. Now that I think of it, I probably did, because I was speaking quickly. Anyway, I don't want to go through all the situations of Bitcoin through Friday getting down here, right? But what I can say is this. What I'm about ready to say is really important. If this does happen tonight, okay, or even on Thursday, so tonight or Thursday, that means that when markets open, it's going to go lower than this. It could be like a 20% daily candle the next day when stocks sell off, either on Thursday or Friday. So if this is hit on Wednesday, then you have 2 more days for the stock market to drive Bitcoin way below here. If it chills out tonight and doesn't hit this, but it does hit it on Thursday, then the stock market selling off on Friday has a chance to bring it way down, and it would probably capitulate, folks. So the chance of like this is going full circle. So the chance of capitulation from now till Saturday, that is why I'm thinking it's probable at this point. But I started the video off, so you might go back and see how price will move if that main idea is wrong. So I don't just like making one guess and say, this is how it is, and screw you, I'll delete the video and delete all my tweets if I'm wrong. No, I'm covering my own ass. I could easily be wrong, but I've showed you how price will move if I'm wrong. All right, so go ahead and click this video right here if you didn't click the link at the beginning of the video with my Monday guess on how price would move during FOMC. I want you to know how I predicted that, like better than anybody else literally on the internet, I'm telling you. And then click this over here if you want to see my playlist of the most important crypto videos I've ever made. You got Tim Ifad Worldwide. Peace.